Here's what's coming up on this week's episode of The Gill Lane Show.
We're actually recording right now our audition for our morning radio show.
I heard her real name is Shaquille O'Neal.
It's a house on the road, or is it the Roadhouse? Oh wait, it's a bar. What's it named? It's named the Roadhouse.
Here we go with another Gill Lane show. How you doing, everybody? My name is
Chris Kanya,
and with us as always we have
Bill Parker,
Hi!
and the very funny
Chris Navalino.
Hump day.
Thank you for being here on whatever morning it is for you as you're watching or listening to this. We're excited to be. You guys excited today?
Yeah. Pumped, bro. Love it.
That's a much like a comedian might film their Netflix special or maybe some kind of pitch for a TV show. We're actually recording right now our audition for our morning radio show. So we'll be doing stuff like that this whole half hour here on YouTube.
I love that. I'm totally in for that.
Yeah, that's what we aspire for.
Hey, guys, I got a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
This weekend, it was Sunday morning. We're sleeping, and my neighbor started running the lawnmower at 8:30. Is that too early? Do you think that's too early?
My God.
Give us a call, 855-769-4967-8219.
Yeah. Tell us
Let
if
us
you'd
know
murder
what
him.
you think. Anyway, do you guys feel that's too early?
You know what I was just thinking this past weekend, actually?
What's that?
It just happened. So on Sunday, it was 8:30 in the morning, right? And I'm sleeping, you know, because I'm the snorer in the family.
Of course you are.
Just getting my Z's. And the neighbor, the cojones on this guy, oh, excuse my language, he starts running the lawnmower. Is that too early? Shoot us an email at nobody listens to the radio anymore at AOL.com.
You never gave us a time, so I don't know if it's early or not.
Call in and tell us what time you think Chris was sleeping and awakened by the lawnmower.
Oh, gosh.
What's your guys' favorite Halloween candy?
Yeah.
Well, I got a list here.
What's the worst Halloween candy?
I actually have a list here, the top 7,000 candies for Halloween, and we're going to get through them. Here we go. Number 7,000. A rock you found in the backyard. All right, number 6,000.
Delicious. I disagree with that. I think it's delicious. Fuck radio.
All right, yeah, that's the end of our edition. So if you want to hire us, please send us our real email at thegilllaneshow@gmail.com. Maybe you weren't being woken up. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I really wanted to know what you guys thought was the worst topping on pizza.
Probably feces.
Can you believe my neighbor got anchovies?
And they gave them out for Halloween candy. Isn't that
Or for Halloween candy at 2 p.m. Is that too early?
Just mixing up the topics.
Just throw them all in. Is that too early to give out candy on Halloween? Woke me up.
Speaking of consuming candy, did you see this a freshman from Iowa State who scored 40 points against Maryland? Did you see this story about this female basketball player?
No, what happened?
Her name is Audi Crooks. This is an Iowa State freshman who scored, again, 40 points in the NCAA tournament with their win against Maryland. 40 points.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
Wow, that's a lot of women, too. Wow.
How are you oh, my God. We're going to have to get an ambulance.
Bows too?
Yeah,
nice.
Dude, we're needing an ambulance on that one. Look, even the chick on the right is like, oh my God, what am I watching right now?
We're looking at a picture of, okay, so they're playing against BYU, And I guess the player on BYU is like, I'm not kidding, mangled. Like
Mangled.
her
Yeah.
left arm is back to the like almost touching her lower back.
Yes.
Shoulder completely hyperextended as
Oh my!
Miss Audi Crooks here. It looks like she stole the ball away or maybe got a rebound of some sort.
She's a quarter her
rebound.
size.
There you go.
Quarter size.
I love this chick. I love everything about this right now. I think you should hurt as many people on the other team as possible. Certainly doesn't look like her vertical is breaking any records.
I'm going to ask an ignorant question. What could be an ignorant question here? I didn't realize that they do their nails. The female college basketball players, female basketball players in general, or anybody who feels like they want to, like paint their nails.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's like tips on them too before a basketball game.
Caleb Williams paints his nails. He's a male football player.
Well, look, if you're attracted to the same gender as is the rest of your team, you should always be looking your best. You know what I'm saying?
Are you insinuating that all female basketball players are lesbians?
Well, yeah, and don't leave out Caleb Williams because he's also gay.
I'm gay.
I'm going to just guess. There's a larger percentage of lesbians in female sports than there are walking around on just an average street in America.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you think?
I don't know.
I'm going to agree with Mo here. I'm going to agree with him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not making any friends
Hey, look.
out there on this one, but
When we came up and visited you on St. Patrick's Day, we hung out with lacrosse team. Was it lacrosse? What was it? Rugby? What did they play?
I don't really remember, but rugby's starting to sound familiar.
It was one of those.
Yeah.
All lesbians.
absolutely.
They were all lesbian. Every one of them.
How is that? It's such a weird thing because, like, just because you're lesbian doesn't mean you're going to be athletic or anything like that. Like, this wasn't like a pro team that we hung out with. It was like a club or high school, whatever. Not high school. God, no, not high school.
I think
it was.
Yeah. Jeez, Chris.
Like, I'm in enough trouble here as it is.
You're like at elementary school, Pop Warner.
Yeah.
So when we were at that playground, right? But the second time before we got kicked out. But they weren't like a pro team or anything, right? A club team of some sort, college maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it was college either. I think they were like just out of college, still adult playing.
Yeah, like an adult league thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I used to work with a girl that played college basketball, and
She's straight.
Believe it or not, she was.
This
But
is
she
her
said,
counter
"Look,
argument.
This is my point. I believe
Believe it or not, she was. Well, not from what she told me. She told me it is rampant. Like she was not. She was an outlier.
It's rampant. Like it's a disease.
It was. They came up with a vaccine.
It was getting everyone.
No, she said she was like very stark minority of people that was straight.
Oh, now we're attacking
first of all,
minorities.
I don't give a
Come
shit. It's not like I care. First of all, if you don't like men, you're probably making very good decisions. Listen to us.
Yeah. That's
So,
very
yeah.
true.
I like that this girl also got an endorsement from Audi immediately.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
her NIL deal.
That's her first
NIL's
name.
out of control.
You think she changed
Oh,
her
that's her
first
name?
name for her endorsement? Yeah, Audi Crooks.
I would. Yeah. I heard her real name is Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, really? Because I heard something else.
Yeah, what did you hear?
I heard her name was Hoagie Bryant.
That's better than Kobe beef.
Iowa State women's basketball program has a superstar on its hands, Audi Crooks. She's been the Cyclones' best, most productive player for much of the 23-24 season. Their fame skyrocketed on the first full day of the 2024 NCAA tournament. Just monster, 40 points.
That's
Come
not
on,
nice.
Chris, don't call
and
it
an
out.
astonishing
Yeah, Jesus.
18 of her 20 shots to help put her team back in the lead from a 20-point deficit, and then move on to the next round.
Wow. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
20-point deficit. Nice.
That's great. 18 for 20. Very good. I mean, I think she's getting the ball right under the rim a lot of the time because she's putting people on the fucking floor anytime she wants. So
well,
those
who's
are probably
really, if you think about it, how many people in women's basketball are going to be what she does, right? It can't be a lot. I would draft her immediately.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
They're already knocked out. They were knocked out at the time of this recording. They're knocked out on Sunday. But it was in overtime, so close
All
game.
right. Yeah, to a 2 seed as well.
Yeah, no, and Stanford, yeah, they're
What was her stat line for that game?
Oh, you guys, can you read this? Right here?
10 points, 8 rebounds. Yeah, that's about what it should be for somebody playing her position. She's a big under the rim, so
yeah.
yeah.
That's a real term,
pretty
Chris.
good.
We're not just calling her big.
Yeah.
Under the rim. Just a little big above the rim, too. But yeah, she had her moment, right? That's good. I mean, that's kind of the most exciting thing I've seen attached to NCAA tournament over the weekend, at least. Anything else going on with the March Madness?
Not really. There was a lot of blowouts over the weekend. Oakland had won the game, but then they took the next game to overtime but lost, so they're gone. If you look at the Elite Eight, it's pretty chalky. There's not many underdog stories going. The problem with the underdog Cinderella story thing is it gets to a certain point where that just becomes a gimme game for one of these teams. I think like St. Peter's, when they eventually lost, it was by like 40 or something, right? Then they get crushed when it finally was over. Yeah.
Because eventually, especially basketball, like Purdue has the 7'4" guy. Now you're fucked. Now you just got a really long fucking day ahead of you of getting your ass handed to you by a guy you can't stop. Right?
Right. Yeah.
So good luck, St. Peter's, when you hit a guy that's 7'4" with handle and can block, is a defensive monster. I mean, if you're watching, he's been the most impressive thing I've had taken out of this tournament, by far. He's by far the best player in the country.
Is there a big underdog that we're rooting for right now? Like I think last year wasn't that school from New Jersey in the conversation?
St.
Was that St. Peter's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was that like 2 years ago? Well, whatever. Yeah.
It was the one in Jersey City or something, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Is there another story because I see they're out of it at this point. They were out of it last.
Yeah, they lost.
So who's the underdog? Is there any underdog story right now that we're rooting for as of right now?
Not really. I mean,
No,
I think,
not really.
what is it? San Diego State is still in it, right? Aren't they still in it?
They might still be in
wrong
San
about
Diego
that?
State. I don't know. They might have lost yesterday. Who played Duke
right.
yesterday? No, I'm thinking the wrong game then. Yeah, they might be. Still not like what we're talking about, though.
Duke hammered James Madison.
James Madison, that was a 12 seed. They got
smoked
destroyed.
them. Yeah. But
They right before the game, they showed the players and they were like, "We belong in this game." And I'm like, if you have to say that, you lost. Duke wasn't out ahead of this thing. Like, look, we belong here.
I've never felt I belonged anywhere. Maybe that's part of my problem in life.
Yeah,
I'm usually like, I don't belong here.
Agreed.
So here's what's left for next weekend. I'm not going to read them all, but if you're watching, you see it.
Yeah,
who's the lowest
San
seed?
Diego State's still in it. Yeah.
So the lowest seed left is North Carolina State?
Oh yeah, NC State. You know what? And in my bracket, I had NC State making it to the game against Marquette, and I changed it last minute, and I just took them out after the first game that they were in. I think I hate myself for that, but whatever.
You had them beating Marquette?
No, losing to Marquette, but making it this far. I had them in the Sweet 16. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So let me ask you a dumb question. Does it get reseeded every round? Or
no.
Okay, so it's pretty standard. So what was supposed to happen as far as the seeding goes is kind of happening? Is that why it's boring? Essentially?
Yeah.
I don't think it's boring per se, but there's
doesn't
no
have the
wild
juice
of other years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first day had better games. First maybe 2 days, they were decent games. First, there was some good games, but then it turned into blowouts over the weekend.
Yeah.
And that's fine too, I guess. But it
Yeah,
does. I will tell you,
Whatever.
it happens. It is unfortunate though, because I'm going to tell you right now, like Purdue's up 20, and I changed the channel. I'm not watching. I don't need to watch that anymore. Like, not a chance. You're coming back.
Yeah, but if you think about with the good teams winning and moving on, we're just going to get great fucking games moving forward. Which is
Already you got Duke, Houston, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Duke, but do you belong in this game? Maybe not.
They're going to pregame. They're going to be like, we don't belong in this game.
We probably don't, because you're about to get your ass kicked.
They're wearing like a bathing suit. It's like, I didn't even know we were coming here. I thought we were going to go to the beach today. It's like,
I thought we were done. We won last week. So
yeah.
maybe I don't understand the rules of this.
I figured we'd lose already. I made plans.
You mentioned Purdue. Let's talk chicken. This is a story over the weekend. Chick-fil-A, probably one of the best fast food places as far as quality goes, right? I mean, at least in my opinion.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Certainly in sales.
I mean, in the hell that is fast food service, they're a little closer, to heaven as far as service goes. People they address you as they address you as a human being. They get your stuff right typically. The food quality is pretty good, relatively speaking. Again, they just popped up here a couple of years ago, so it was a big to do when that started happening.
You didn't have Chick-fil-A until then?
Till about, I would say, no more, or about 3 years ago.
Can I? Now that we're on the topic, before I forget, yesterday I found out that White Castle is not everywhere.
That's that whole movie.
You didn't? Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't know that. I think there's like 3 of them. Period.
There's a ton in New Jersey, but if you leave New Jersey, there's none for states and states. I saw this it was a subreddit called Map Porn on
they have a
subreddit.
Yeah, wait
You've
a
been
minute.
through all the categories already. That you're down to maps. You're like, due east, baby, due east.
I'm gonna come.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen what New Hampshire looks like? I can't look at it without nutting.
Wow. Snuff won't do it anymore.
Oh, is that a roundabout coming up? Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna stick this right in the middle of your traffic circle.
I'm gonna come.
Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go south. Yeah, let's keep it dirty.
I'm gonna come.
Well,
Map porn.
Does that say Horja?
porn.
Oh yeah, Virginia. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it right in your stink eye 90. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna come.
New Sexico.
I'm gonna come.
Hot.
Californicate right now.
Oregon.
Oh, washing tons of ass with my cum. Oh, wait.
Montana.
I'm gonna come.
Texas. Yeah. Get that Texas.
Oh, man. Oh, wait.
Okay, so what's map porn? It tells you how close the big brands are or something to where you live?
No, so it's the subreddit. It's on Reddit, subreddit called Map Porn. It just shows you like interesting things on maps. I guess they just call it Map Porn. But yeah, it is always interesting. So they showed White Castle locations, and I couldn't believe it. That there was probably like 60 in the whole country. I really thought this was like McDonald's. I thought the shit was everywhere.
Oh no, it's a big deal. If it's like a couple places like that. Sheets, right? You pass the Sheets when you're on a road trip. You got to stop in.
Yeah.
At least from up here. Like, I'm looking it up right now. Buc-ee's, of course. Closest one to me right now where I'm sitting is 4.5 hours. That's White Castle.
All right, I'll see you there this afternoon then.
That's like the one right here in Jersey.
It kind of is almost. It's in Easton, Pennsylvania, Allentown.
Shit. Bo has one right by him, and I have one right by me, actually. That one's still there, right?
The one by me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's a staple.
Well, when I went to a bachelor party with a bunch of guys from up here, we went to Scottsdale. So you're just drinking the whole time, and we had like 20 people in the house, and every night we went to White Castle because none of these guys ever
Nice.
had it. Dude, you get the Crave case, obviously, for people,
Yeah.
the few people who don't know.
Certainly.
It's a cardboard suitcase of all sliders, White Castle sliders. It has a handle and everything.
Nice.
By the time we left the house that weekend, we stacked all the Crave cases on top of the top cabinets, where you store like dishes and shit you don't use. It looked like baggage claim by the time we left.
Yeah.
Like 6 or 8 of these cardboard suitcases empty. It's disgusting.
Wow.
But it's a treat.
How was the wait time? Because it takes forever. There's like a line at the drive-through
Yeah.
for about a mile and a half still at the one up here, and like it takes them for. It's a scene, quite frankly. There's like people are just screaming. There's just. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, they're just people are screaming at each other inside that kitchen area. Like,
Yeah.
like your food you may or may not be right. Who cares? You're not going back around.
Well,
It's
you know
crazy.
me, I'm neurotic even on a drunken weekend with a bunch. So I figured out how to call an order ahead. Like I called White Castle. I was like, look, we'll be there in 20 minutes.
Oh,
Pay
yeah.
cash and tip. And we waited like,
Whoa.
we skipped the whole line, walked in, got it. So I figured it out.
That is a
and we
you
didn't-
move for sure.
Yeah. Okay. We got our cheeseburgers faster, but
No, I'm not knocking it. I would just show up and be like, what the fuck, man? It take forever.
Yeah,
I don't
me
learn
too.
ever.
Well, I
But,
go every time I'm on the drive-through line. I'm like, I said last time, I'm never coming back.
yeah.
Like,
Any
why
drive-through
do I
line, I
do
do
this
that.
to myself?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm getting to the, I was so annoyed this past weekend. I'm sick, as you probably tell from my voice. If you're just listening, if you see it, you could probably hear me or see me coughing off mic. But you make bad decisions when you're sick. You just want to get back to bed. You eat because you have to, kind of thing. So anyway, I went through a Wendy's drive-through, and it was just the experiences we always complain about on this show. Everything, the trifecta. You get to the screen at the drive-through, and they're like, "Yeah." We've done time on that, and then you repeat. Yeah, you ask, you do your order, you do it as concise as possible. I wanted more, but I didn't want to deal with it. Like I just got the bare minimum. What I usually do is Meredith will get some stuff, my wife, and I'll pretty much double that because I don't feel like making it more complicated because I know it's just going to go south. So anyway, did just that. It was like 4 things. It was like a taco salad. 10-piece nugget, 6-piece nugget, and a junior bacon cheeseburger. It was 4 things that are pretty common. I go up, I order that. They make me repeat the whole thing, but they kind of turn the mic on, and you could hear them finishing like a conversation or laughter from whoever they're talking to inside the restaurant. So they're like, wait, what'd you want? Can you repeat that? Like they kind of, you could tell they were fucking around in there, which drives you nuts. So I repeat the whole thing. Go up, pay. Immediately, no one's behind me, no one's in front of me. Immediately, they're like, can you pull up? We'll bring it out to you. I'm like, okay. So I just pull up. 15 minutes, no lie. 15 minutes go by. Nothing. I go in. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I go in. I'm like, I ordered a drive-through order about 15 minutes ago. I just want to cancel it. Can I have a refund? Guy looks up from his phone, by the way. He's like, and he looks over to the manager as he's already walking towards. I go, yeah, I ordered a blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'll get it for you. I'm like, no. I'm just going to get a refund. And as he's walking away, he does this. He's like, tilts his head back like he's been through this 50 times that day. And he goes, I can't give you a refund without my general manager here, but I can give you your food when it's ready and 2 free coupons for 2 free meals for
First of
when
all,
you
it's a
come back.
lie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Total lie.
So I that's the only option. I'm like, I guess. So I actually wrote an email to Wendy's. I was so pissed.
Oh yes.
I'm very
Wow.
embarrassed.
Oh man, complaining Chris.
I'm very embarrassed. I don't know. I know nothing's going to happen.
Probably no.
I don't know.
But there is something that makes you feel better when you do that. I know it's silly and it's very petty, but there's a little bit of relief when you just get it out,
I guess.
Yeah. Well, Chris, the Yelp machine, Kanye, the old back Back to
Dude, you
your
could
college
write-
nickname, I guess.
I could write. That brand is so strong that I could write an email. I can write a Yelp review every day about how bad it is, and it would affect the business zero.
First
You
of
know
all,
what I mean?
we know how bad it is, and we still go.
Right.
So
I
Yeah.
know.
I like how that person was like, yeah, hang on, I gotta talk to this idiot. What do you need? What do you order? One more time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some guy's ordering some bitch ass taco salad. What do you want, sir?
Could you repeat the other shit?
Yeah, hang on. Somebody's ordering a salad and nuggets. Yeah, that'll make you lose weight, fatso. What were you ordering? One more time.
Yeah, he might as well get the Gristle Burger and a Diet Coke. I don't know. Fuck him. Anyway, yeah, could you repeat that shit again, you fucking fat slob?
More offensive into the mic.
Yeah. I'm sure he's fine. Anyway, yeah, you fat fuck. Can you tell me again the 6 things that are going to kill you? Like, there's no camera out here. How do you know how fat I am?
Hey, Frank, unzip your pants. We got a live one here in the drive-thru. Hey, what can I get you, sir?
Zip your pants.
Did you want extra dressing? It's free. All right, Frank.
Yeah.
Anyway, I brought this up because Chick-fil-A, we were saying, made a big announcement this past week. Usually, brands will make announcements for good things, right? Hey, we're gonna go to cage-free.
Right.
We're gonna use cage-free eggs or non-cruelty, or we're gonna blah blah blah. New sauce. Oh, this is back. The McRib, whatever. This brand, for some reason, announced that they're now going to start using antibiotics in their chicken. They're going to start using antibiotics again in their chicken.
That's great.
So Chick-fil-A is ditching its no antibiotics ever promise. Citing diminishing chicken supply, Chick-fil-A will back off its pledge to never serve chicken that was fed antibiotics and instead will embrace a looser industry standard. Now it's no antibiotics important to human medicine.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
As if that was the problem?
Like they're like, hey, you asked for it, you got it. We're putting bleach back in the Pepsi. Oh,
Yeah. Look, we're putting Coke back in the Coca-Cola, all right? Get ready to be online for a long fucking time.
No pun intended with the line.
Yeah.
You know, the key to Coca-Cola, after we got our revenue bump,
Yeah.
antibiotic use in food production has come under intense scrutiny in recent years as some bacterial infections in humans have become increasingly resistant to treatment as a result of more frequent exposure of the drugs.
we're just going to die, right? We're dead.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's extremes, right? You either have to just accept that you're eating poison to some capacity, right? In some small doses, whatever. Or you have to physically raise your own animals to eat perfectly.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm in the algorithm once in a while where they're like, this is poison, this is not, and it's just, I don't know. It's exhausting.
I personally prefer Lysol in my Sprite, so I'm glad they're going to go back to that at least.
Yeah. Nice little lemony kick.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Finish on that. You shouldn't use terms like never.
Yeah.
We'll never use antibiotics again. These animals
Right.
so the sick animals are just like, please,
Hit me.
we need medicine down here. Like, nope, sorry, we got stockholders we got to worry about. Anyway, back to keep sectioning off the Coca-Cola in kilos. Thank you. Okay.
We've decided to give the opposite of what Ozempic is to our chickens to make them fatter. So get ready for quadruple size chickens coming your way.
We named it Audi Crook Zempic. Oh, Lord.
I was waiting for you to make the no Zempic joke, Bill. I was like, should I take it? Because it was so
Shit!
funny.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's on me.
Should we cut it
That's
in?
on me. No, I had a no joke Zempic for that, I guess.
Yeah, why don't we cut out the Audi Crooks that was not funny and cut in Bill's That is funny.
That was way funnier.
Yeah, sorry.
Mine didn't even make sense. No, it
I
did
can't
kind
keep track of how many funny things I say. So that's on me. That's on me.
Well,
Guilty.
Speaking of funny, I saw a funny movie this past weekend. It's the new Roadhouse. I don't know if Roadhouse is meant to be funny, but there's a new Roadhouse movie. It's not a prequel or sequel. It's kind of just like a remake with Jake Gyllenhaal, who is shredded, and Conor McGregor.
Shredded.
And it's on Amazon Prime now if you want to watch it. We all watched it as homework for the show because we wanted to talk about it. We wanted to be the first podcast to talk about it after release, after the weekend release. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you guys think? Bill, what'd you think of the new remake of Roadhouse?
Yeah. I thought it was interesting how let's just start here. How they combine the road and the house together. Yeah. And and also some chillin' halls in the Roadhouse. I like the way they film those. And I loved how they also took other tough people and put them in the movie as well. John Cena.
Oh wow!
Right?
Was he in like the sky? I missed that cameo. He must have been in some kind of heavy makeup or something.
Cameo.
Well, you can't see him.
Okay.
All right.
What did you think
John
of the ending?
Cena.
Though? Spoiler alert. What did you think of the ending?
Interesting how I thought it was an interesting choice to put the credits right after it ended. Did you guys feel that way?
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
I never thought they were coming at that point. No.
I give it 4 Roadhouses up.
I'm gonna come.
That's what I'm going to.
You didn't watch it, did you?
Didn't watch it. Did not.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think we could tell what's
Node
going
House.
on here. No Zempic house.
There was it's funny about your fake recap of it. There was a part, Mo, right, where they explain why Roadhouse is just one word.
Well, I was going to say, he almost stumbled upon something that was actually in the movie. Oddly
so
enough.
close.
Yeah, well, Gyllenhaal's like, they're like, oh, the Roadhouse? And he's like, yeah, what's it called? And they're like, it's called the Roadhouse. And he's like, oh, it's not just a roadhouse. They're like, that was a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
like, so
really
wait,
shitty, that line.
It's a house on the road? Or is it the Roadhouse? But wait, it's a bar? What's it named? It's named the Roadhouse.
This is like the Suicide Squad. Will Smith. So what are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad? Just explaining the title of the movie badly.
Yeah.
Right. I
Actually,
hate when
yes,
movies
we
do
are.
that. It drives me nuts. You know, and it's so predictable. And oh God, I ruin it for my wife every time. And I'm not trying to act like I'm some prolific,
Yeah.
I can see what I'm like. They don't put shit in movies for nothing. Like when this character comes in and drops their purse and, a necklace falls out and they pick, I'm like, that necklace is going to mean something later. It's so obvious, especially in the shitty crime shows or whatever.
What do they call that? They call it the something gun, right? Chekhov's gun. They call that in the movie.
Okay.
It means like if you introduce something like that, it has to play off later. Otherwise, what are you doing?
Right.
Well, the amount of effort to film something, edit it in. I mean, that's also why you're noticing so much, Chris. If anybody who edits video,
Sure.
like I notice all kinds of shit, and I'm like, trust me, they would never have done all that.
Especially when it's a really when it's a really famous actor, especially right when it comes in, it's like, oh, this is just a quick scene with Brad Pitt. It's like I don't think Brad Pitt's done in this movie, unless it's a comedy cameo thing or it's ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna pay Brad Pitt to be in this movie. There's gonna be something going on here. All right, I'll tell you what, we are out of time for YouTube this week. There's a couple days in between now when we release this YouTube and Patreon on Thursday. So watch Roadhouse. We'll continue the breakdown and and recap of that movie on Patreon, along with a lot of other stuff. Patreon.com/The Gill Lane Show. Anything else? Movie critic Bill Parker. That's a great character, by the way. Movie critic who never saw the movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I loved Mr. T's cameo, which I thought was clutch. It was nice. I liked
Who
it.
saw that coming?
The road
anything-
team. That's part 2, right? They said.
Mo, you got anything?
Nothing but love, baby. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We'll see you on Patreon. Again, patreon.com/The Gill Lane Show.
Bye.
Surprise, surprise.
Hump day.